Hello again, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me here at Leaping Lotus Tarot. I've got this deck shuffled for you. This is Dungeons and Dragons, super neat. And we also have Wisdom of the House of Night. So that's our Oracle deck that we're using. As I was shuffling a little bit and kind of tuning into Sagittarius energy, right away we had the Seven of Strength come out, okay? So Seven of Strength, that's Seven of Wands. This is somebody who's kind of having to fight back against something. And let's find out what that is. What's having to be fought back against, okay? Four of Intelligence. This is Four of Swords reversed. This is somebody who might have been taking a long time to really think something over. Really having to debate, weigh the options. It was almost like a time of rest too, because the Four of Swords, that's somebody kind of like in a recumbent position, like almost like dead in a coffin, but not. They're alive. They're just really thinking. They're spending a lot of time in their own energy and thinking. But it's reversed, okay? So I was saying, what's like somebody kind of conflicting and battling against? And in this case, it's perhaps maybe some thoughts. Maybe some considerations here. Yeah. Tell me more. Tell me more what they're considering. Five of Charisma, but it's reversed. This is Five of Pentacles. So let's look at the imagery here on this one. There's a little dragon looking kind of sad. The Seven of Strength has these little, they're like little dragons. Like they're these little critters and he's like beating them down, but like with a drumstick with like a little chicken leg. That is so random. But this is reversed. Okay, Five of Pentacles reversed. So left out in the cold, abandoned, betrayed, isolated, no longer. Alone, contemplative, in their own energy, by themselves, perhaps overthinking, no longer. Okay? So what are they doing now? What are they doing now? Wheel of Fortune reversed. Tell me a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more about this wheel. Why is the Wheel of Fortune reversed? I've got an idea, but I want to get a little more specific. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Emperor. Ace of Wisdom. Ace of Swords. No, I'm sorry. Not Ace of Wisdom is Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. That makes a difference. Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is almost giving me like magician energy too. Somebody is having to be emotionally open and vulnerable. Somebody's having to embrace a new beginning in love, perhaps, in something that stirs a lot of feelings in them. And they before were in a lot of thought space. So this is new. So this is big new emotion. And they were used to a lot of like battles and thoughts and swords and struggle. We have the Emperor here. Aries, fire. Definitely makes sense that we have like, you know, with the Seven of Strength, like there just feels like there's, this does feel like a strong fire energy for sure, who is coming out of feeling heavy about stuff essentially and having to embrace a whole new aspect of like almost magician energy. And there's that roaring bear, something like very strong with emotion. And this little star on their heart too. What is this? What's this Ace of Wisdom? What is this new energy in here? Ace of Strength reversed. Why Ace of Strength reversed? Can I get some clarity on that? Eight of Strength, Eight of Wands. Huh. Something may be moving in pretty fast. I haven't seen this card in this deck. There's these three people. And it's interesting too with the Four of Intelligence reversed too. There's these three people too. And this has a feminine and it looks like two masculines. Same thing here. Feminine, two masculines. It's almost giving me like Three of Cups or Three of Pentacles in some way. This could be several people kind of involved in this. The Eight of Strength, the Eight of Wands is something that's like normally a very fast moving card, but look at this imagery. These people are not moving fast at all. They're looking at like this end goal, this beautiful golden castle, and they're taking pause. There's discussion or contemplation, consideration here. Same thing sort of here, but there's no talking, right? It's like an awareness and observance. I asked for clarification on what the speed card is, or in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, this is a speed card. And normally there's no people depicted in it. So it's almost like something might be moving too fast for people, and they're having to take pause here. Because this is the Ace of Strength. This is something that like maybe they're having to take pause because maybe they're not sure if they're passionate about it. But there's the emotion though. They're not sure that if there's the passion, but there's the emotion. This is like very specific, and I'm kind of like unclear as to what this is. Why the pause? The Lovers. Whoa. And there's two. This could be two masculine energies in competition over a feminine. Can I get some validation or... Nine of Strength, Nine of Wands. Wounded warrior type of stuff. Battling it out, tired. Two masculine energies and a feminine energy right in between them. You cannot make this stuff up, guys. I always go off of like the traditional meaning of the cards, but also in tandem with the imagery. The imagery is so important because I feel called to use certain decks for certain readings. That's why I have such a variety of tarot decks, because you can pull from the imagery and get messages out that are very specific and detailed to certain people listening because of the combination of like everything. It's none of it's an accident, right? It all comes together into this specific way. They're definitely two masculines with a feminine energy in between them, and it's causing some like strife or conflict, but they seem like none of this seems like it seems like teamwork. I mean, look at these guys, like they're just as strong as each other. They're different, but like this guy comes in maybe with some wands, this guy comes in with some sword energy here, right? Again, like they're all standing together, and she's looking at both of them. Like, I think we should ask how she feels, honestly. She seems pretty powerful though. Like she's a big part of this dynamic here. Again, like it looks like a staff and a sword. Like these two are... Ace of Wisdom. This is the Ace of Cups guy. God, it even looks like this dude in here. This is... Oh, this story is so neat so far. I'm really trying to... Yeah. It could even be a masculine who's slightly lighter in complexion and a masculine who's slightly darker in complexion. It can even be that specific. That's like how specific this reading is going. Like, and the feminine energy seems like she's sort of light in complexion. So a light complexion, perhaps feminine, and a darker one, and a lighter masculine. That's just like, that's crazy. Okay. Lots of details. By the way, if that does resonate for you, just leave it. Leave it for somebody who it does speak for. This could be for someone very specifically, and they might be sitting in their chair freaking out right now going, oh my gosh, tell me more, right? So, okay, I don't even know what to ask, so I'm just going to take a deep breath here and just ask, what do I need to be told here? Or whoever's listening, like what needs to be said? What needs to be said here regarding this trio, regarding this dynamic? What needs to be said? What hasn't been said, what needs to be said? Okay, there's 3 cards. I'm going to flip them all at the same time and see what that gives me. 2 of Charisma, 2 of Cups, right? No, 2 of Pentacles. Sorry, let me just double check. I should know this. I think it's Charisma. Yes. Pentacles. Okay. Coming into balance. 2 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. The hard work has to be put in by this feminine. I mean, look at that. To make this decision. Because this is definitely a decision. Two of Swords. Someone having to like make a decision between, almost looks like two people. Could be some sort of work dynamic. It really makes a lot of sense because this is a work card. She's a hard worker. She's tough. She's strong. She's tough. She's strong. She's a hard worker. Perhaps lighter complexion like we talked about. But then there is an aspect of her too that's like with this Two of Pentacles like coming in balance. She's very like witchy. She's very witchy and kind of like, she's a mystery to her too. I'm kind of getting like High Priestess vibes from this. This is very cool. She's very cool. I am not surprised that these two masculine energies, who are also very cool, by the way, are into her. They're like, yeah, like they both see her. What's her deal? Like, tell me about her. Like, what's her deal? Tell me more about her. What, like, Ace of Charisma, Ace of Pentacles, but it's reversed. I'm not taking this as like her finances aren't good or anything like that. This is sort of just her like, I really don't think, I mean, she's working hard. She's like looking down. She's focused on work. She's focused on growing her business. She's focused on growing her life. She's focused. She's looking at her books. She's looking at her work. She is looking at these masculine, like they're involved in some way, perhaps even in work, but it's not like she's like ogling over them really. Tell me about these two masculine. What's their deal? First of all, what's their connection together? Seven of Strength reversed. So this is that conflict energy that we had out in the beginning, right? But it's reversed. So it's like they really aren't trying to battle each other. So I think that they get along pretty well. Can I get one more about in between them? Thank you. The Hierophant reversed. Taurus energy, but it's reversed. These two men could both not be married. Both are single, perhaps, because Hierophant is like a marriage and traditions card. So with it being reversed, these two, I'm saying, like, what's the connection? They're not married. They're not together. Maybe they're, not with anyone else either. Can I ask about, let's ask about like the fairer skin masculine. What's his deal? Ooh. Five of Charisma, Five of Pentacles. This is the one, we had this card come out earlier. This is the one that was kind of perhaps maybe like feeling abandoned or like kind of left out in the cold in the past. But we have a Queen energy coming through here, or Strength, Queen of Wands. So it may not be an actual queen. Take it how it resonates. This could be a masculine energy who's kind of in it, but more of like a feminine power, which is maybe why that these two masculines get along well together, is because they're not like fighting an ego. Like they're both masculine, but like one of them can be more submissive in a way, it seems like, but still very powerful, very like passionate, fiery. Tell me about the darker complexion one, the one that seems to be more in like, there's more to be said here. Death reversed. The Tower reversed. Somebody is afraid of a new beginning. Seven of Wisdom. This is Seven of Cups. Somebody perhaps doesn't want to limit their potential here. They're afraid of settling down on one thing in case maybe it's not the right thing. They want to commit to the right thing. Does she have eyes for either of these guys? Does she have eyes for either of these guys? Seven of Charisma. Perhaps the lighter complexion one. The one that was kind of looking like the... I wish I put a lot of the cards away. Oh, I'm going to take these because I just almost dropped this deck. Oh my goodness, what is going on? So I will take those cards that like tried to fall out here with this. But yeah, so Seven of Charisma, Seven of Pentacles. Growing something. She may be growing something with that Queen of Strength sort of energy, that that more feminine of the two masculines who, yeah, was a little bit kind of in like, she's keeping him warm maybe, kind of with her emotions, but she's also still very focused on her work, right? The other one just seems like more afraid of change somehow with that Death reversed and the Tower reversed, and focusing on more like potential and manifesting and like just focused on this, not focused on things you know, coming crumbling down and new beginnings and starting over. Like they don't want that. The two cards that came out as I was spastically trying to lose my deck is Nine of Intelligence, Nine of Swords. Wow. Somebody is trying to stay very clear from negative thoughts. Someone's trying to stay very grounded here and safe from negative talk with either themselves and their own thoughts or like external things. They're trying to stay very holy. It perhaps is that darker complected one that we were talking about. It's like this energy, like very focused on, like, look, if you look at it, it's like a holy light. Like focused on the divine, focused on the internal space, manifesting, creating, trying to keep clear from, because Nine of Swords is like being kept up at night by just crap of the mind, basically. I looked at the timer, it was 16:16. The last reading I just did that was for Pisces there was 999, and now it's like gonna be like 666, which is interesting because it's not like the sign of the devil and stuff like that. But if you think about like the 6 and the 9, like it's like there is like a connectedness, and it's like almost reminds me of like 8s or something like that, like how the 6 and the 9 kind of connect and can fit together. Don't know if that's relevant or not, but just felt called to say it. 9 of Charisma. Again, a feminine energy leading a ship in between two masculines. I think this is really going to kind of come down to this 9 of Pentacles. I think this is really going to kind of come down to her decision is what it's seeming like. Even though the one masculine is really fearful, like it just feels like still somehow this is like going to be her decision. Can I get some validation around like if this is like a her decision kind of thing? Because if she's clear with her decision, because we have that 2 of Swords. If she's clear with her decision, does that change? Let's ask. If she's clear with her decision, does that change the fear of like the Tower moment in death with the other masculine that she hasn't been giving as much energy to? Ace of Charisma reversed. Ace of Pentacles reversed. The Sun. That would certainly help him feel more empowered. Being in his empowered, beautiful, fiery masculine energy. But the Ace of Charisma. This was earlier what she was like talking about with like, why is the Ace of Charisma reversed? King of Wisdom. King of Pentacles reversed. Who is the King of Pentacles amongst the 2 masculines that we've been talking about? Which one is it, please? The 4 of Intelligence reversed. Yeah. He really is just being super stingy with his money. I don't know how else to talk about it. Yeah. So that's why I think she's focused on the masculine energy, who's maybe perhaps a little bit slightly more in his feminine energy with the Wands, the Queen of Wands we had earlier. The lighter complected one, because this other one is just so afraid of a new beginning, so afraid of releasing finances for some reason, or I don't know what his deal is, but she's that, yeah, just the Pentacles, all the Pentacle stuff being reversed, and like the overthinking and the King of Swords reversed. It's almost not even like worth the time dealing with that. So what's going to be the final outcome, perhaps between the feminine and the blonde elf-looking one? The Chariot reversed. What's going to be the outcome between the darker complected one and her? The Emperor. 6 of Charisma. 6 of Pentacles. The Star. Holy shit. Holy shit. So she's currently with the masculine who is lighter complected. I don't know how to, like, that's such like a weird, but it's like the blonde elf. Okay, the one that's been coming through is like the Queen of Wands. because that I asked about that one, and that was like the Chariot reverse. That's like Emperor and Empress energy riding off together, and it's like, nope. And then I asked about the other one, the one who's like afraid of a tower moment, afraid of giving up his finances, afraid of like all these fears and like justifications. And I asked about, what about that? And we get the Emperor, empowered masculine energy. We get 6 of charisma, balance and reciprocating energy, equal give and take. And then we have the Star, and it's this feminine energy. Like we've got like, it's almost like by teaming up with him, she can like really be her full, empowered, gorgeous, beautiful, manifesting self. Why the Chariot reversed for the other one? Why the Chariot? 9 of Wisdom, 9 of Cups, Knight of Strength. The only thing I can really say about this is that maybe the fact that one is an Emperor is more alluring than the fact the other one is coming through as only a Knight. Tell me more about the 9 of Wisdom, the 9 of Cups. Tell me more about that. Because that seems like not a Knight of Intelligence. Yeah. It's like almost like he's happy to settle for less, or he's happy to be like the second man, or he's happy to just, he's fine with a 9. He doesn't need a 10. He's still at the level of a Knight. He's not an Emperor yet. And it's like he's okay with that. He's got a 9 of Cups with that. He's okay with that. Yeah, he's got his feet propped up and he's eating a chicken leg. He's sitting by a fire. He's got a beer. He's got money on the table. He's fine with that. I just want one final message about this Star character here, this feminine energy that's in the center of all of this powerful... What's one final message from the tarot about her? And then I'm going to maybe pull a couple Wisdom of the Oracle. What's final message from the tarot regarding this Star feminine energy? Oops. What's the final thing we need to know about her? King of Wisdom. King of Cups reversed. Here's the King of Cups reversed. 7 of Intelligence, 7 of Swords reversed, 2 of Charisma, 2 of Cups. No, I'm sorry, 2 of Pentacles coming into balance. No longer lying to herself, no longer lying to himself. Yeah, coming into balance. That, like, they figure it out, is what it sounds like. They figure it out. They figure it out. Okay. Okay, they figured it out. Good for them. All right. Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle. Oh, bottom of the deck, conclusion. Wow, that's the end. I'm still gonna get a final message, but like, that's the end. That's crazy. Like, that's it. Like, they figure it out. The other ones that have been like kind of giving each other more energy in the meantime, like, don't end up riding off together in the Chariot. And what's a final message? Like, maybe a final message for that masculine energy who needs to get over the fear of death and new cycles and tower moments and self-worth. Movement reversed. So get up and move. There's a horse there too. And realize your self-worth. Realize that you're worthy perhaps of this kick-ass feminine. Any other final message? Any other final message that wants to come out? Any other advice? Okay. Focus. Focus. I think this is a call for her to focus on her own energy too. She focused on her own. She needs to make a decision, but at the same time she doesn't. She needs to focus on like her own needs and stuff, and I think it's all going to fall into place. I don't think there needs to be a lot of force here. I don't think there needs to be Yeah, focus on what she's passionate on. Focus on her work and what she's good at. And I think it'll all come together. Okay, she don't need to worry about it. All right, that was an interesting one. Hope you liked that one, Sagittarius, and looked at the timer. It's 25:25. Lots of number synchronicities. I'm like not even watching the time. I just happen to look up. Like whenever I feel called to kind of look up, and I've been seeing these double numbers. So take them how they resonate and speak to you. Go ahead and Google whatever these angel numbers are. Maybe there might be a message in that that's significant for you. Either way, drop a comment. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time on Leaping Lotus Tarot. Thank you so much.